c2003.DAT.
You're watching In Conversation on Channel News Asia.
Let's talk about 10-year-old Claire, whom you've just heard playing the piano. She wants to be you. What sort of advice would you have for these budding musicians, as it were, people who want to follow in your footsteps?
Well, Claire, of course, is very talented, obviously, and should be a great success. The only caution is that, as I've said, it's a really difficult profession, and what happens in the future is anyone's guess. In a sense, it's much easier to play when one is, 10, and somehow a bit later on, things get in the way somehow. I don't know why, but it gets more complicated sometimes later on. But certainly, she should have a great career and should be very famous. Mm-hmm. But, fame is something that one can never foretell, and careers come and go and don't last that long necessarily. So, one could become very famous very young and then, slip out of the limelight.
In the music world, a lot of people talk about creativity. Do you think creativity can be taught?
Well, in a way, it can be helped. Yes, I think by the way that one teaches are so important. They can help a lot or hinder. Yes, there's a kind of mindset which perhaps hinders, and one is very lucky if one can find a good teacher. That is not easy.
Having played the piano for is it more than 40 years now? Do you feel burnt out in any way?
Well, it's still very difficult. I don't find it always gets much easier. But it's very interesting, and it's all absorbing art, process. I suppose if I was honest, I would say that I wasn't that interested in a kind of career, in inverted commas. I'm not really that interested in sort of putting on a lot of repertoire, as a sort of pianist. One is expected perhaps to play an awful lot of notes all the time, and it's difficult. I mean, to learn. There's so many hundreds, thousands of notes that one has to learn and to memorize and to perfect. So that's an area which I do find, I'm a bit wary of, and if I'm asked to do something which I feel I'm capable of doing without fear, then of course I gladly do it. But I don't sort of chase after, the next career sensation.
Why though? I mean, why? Why are you letting things perhaps come to you in that sense?
Yes. Well, I think, as I've tried to say, it's so difficult. I remember, someone as great as Ashkenazi saying, it's really difficult. And I don't like to sort of harp on about the difficulties, but I think that's the reason why I don't feel that, I want to go on so much in that way. And perhaps I'm I'm lucky that I don't need to. You know, I feel that you know, I've achieved actually something which I'm quite you know, happy with, because it's actually a lot of success, and perhaps more success than you know some, and so I don't hunger it. You know, I'm not out for that kind of career, really.
Are you saying perhaps that, you know, now that you've achieved so much in your life, that it's time to perhaps take a back seat, enjoy the fruits of your labor so far, and just, you know, relax, take it easy, as it were?
Well, I suppose as I said, if you know, if I'm asked to do things, then of course I will try and do them. But you know, in this career, there's not a very big window of opportunity. You have to grab things when they're offered, and somehow it's difficult to get offered things if they don't come to you. You know, you can't sort of just expect to get work. So it's like a game. You know, you have to take things as they come, and play when you can, and then I think there's not really that much point in chasing after the ball where it doesn't come.
Okay, if the opportunity does come and you're asked to return to Singapore, even though you do have citizenship in Britain right now, would you return?
Well, it's lovely here. I mean, I'm very happy to come back. Yes, it's a great place, of course. Yes.
Okay, Seow Yit Kin, thank you so much indeed for joining us on In Conversation.
Oh, great! Thank you so much.
Channel News Asia, a network of MediaCorp News. Channel News Asia, a network of MediaCorp News.
MediaCorp celebrates 40 years of television.